Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking into a topic that's crucial for starting a successful YouTube channel, especially if you're my age or a Generation X or close to me where I'm 46 now. So if you're like me and you're starting a YouTube channel or thinking about starting a YouTube channel, today we're going to talk about setting the routines and taking some action even when it feels tough. So, if you're serious about starting your channel, you'll need more than just a camera. You're going to need some discipline, some belief, and a plan. So, let's get started. So, the first thing I want to talk about is setting a schedule or setting a routine. And the first thing to making this progress is setting up a schedule, I think. So, you need to have a consistent schedule or a consistent routine, something that you can follow, whether it's daily or weekly, probably daily. Like especially when you're first starting out. That's what I'm doing with this challenge. Is I'm doing a 30-day challenge, and the reason I'm doing a 30-day challenge, one of the main reasons, um, aside from kind of kickstarting it and kind of trying to do something to get a lot of content out quickly. Other than that, it's really the point of it is to not only build the skill quicker, but to set a routine or get into a daily just just something that I tell myself, okay, I have to do it every day, so I can't skip it and I won't get out of that habit. They say that the habit takes 30 days to form. So if I tell myself I'm going to just do it every day for 30 days, that'll help me to get into that routine of doing it. And then it'll just become part of something that I do every day. And if not, doing the whole video in a day, at least doing a part of the video. So probably later on when I start to develop more of a routine and more of a process, I guess, of making these videos, I will at least have something to do every day, whether it's, the idea process of it, you know, for one day, and then the next day, more writing the script or writing the outline to the script. And then one of the other days, doing the filming part of it and just kind of going block by block where every day I'm doing something to get it going, to get that video, whether I post 2 times a week or 1 time a week. I don't know yet. We'll see how that goes. But for right now, just getting into that routine where I keep myself on track. And I know it's already started to become pretty easy for me to dismiss that. So in order to stick with that, setting this 30 days, every day is something challenge has really started to help me already. And it makes all the difference at this point. So each day you should have something where you know what you're going to accomplish. So, like I said, whether it's shooting or editing, whatever part of the planning process that you're in, or whatever, having that clear plan written out day to day is very important to stay disciplined. And then speaking of discipline, so this is where I think a lot of people get stuck. So it's easy to get excited in the beginning and wanting to get the initial thing going, but sticking to it long term is the difficulty. But that's where the discipline of it comes in. So being disciplined means doing the things that you need to do even when you don't feel like doing them. So the challenge of that probably is when you get sick or something like that. It could be easy to get out of that habit of doing it. But setting that schedule will help you to stay disciplined, to stay doing something. So alongside that, there's keyword research. As part of the process, just kind of brainstorming on part of the process. don't just create blindly. Don't just go blindly on, what you're going to do from day to day. Have something kind of written out. So the keyword research, I think, is pretty important. One thing you can do is just follow others that have succeeded in what you're trying to do. If you have a specific niche or something that you're focused on doing, um, research what other people are doing and what keywords people are using. Look at what topics are getting traction and find ways to bring that information into your content. I mean, you should know things about what you're trying to share too, but obviously, um, when you look at other people's stuff, it gives you more ideas of what you know. It kind of brings out more ideas of what you have to offer in the unique way that you have to offer it. So looking at other people's content that's in your niche, it'll help you grow and help you to form your ideas and your way of explaining things better. It'll bring that out in you. And be critical of yourself when you go down this road of bringing out your content to other people. Watch your stuff, go back and look at your stuff and look what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. That's another point of this 30-day challenge that I'm doing, is to go back and critique myself and see what I need to improve on. Some of that'll come naturally, like speaking into the camera. As you go through this over time, speaking into the camera is going to start to be that skill that's automatically developed, which is good. It's awesome. It's really one of the main benefits of this whole process, the 30-day challenge, is to develop that skill. That's one of the main skills. And writing and planning is another part of that. But start each day by reviewing your own work and ask yourself, is this presentation clear? Am I clearly engaging and delivering the message that I want to deliver? Is my presentation clear? Is my delivery engaging? Or am I keeping my audience? There's ways you can track that in your analytics by seeing how people, the retention rate, where people are dropping off at. Something I'm working on right now. Is my video quality good? I think this is a good point, because we don't want to. I think more so also might be your audio quality. So getting a good mic before you get your video right is probably a better thing to do. But your video, I guess, if you want to encompass the audio with that, I want to get my video looking better so that I can you know have people see it as quality work and not something that I'm just doing halfway. So I think right now I'm trying to develop the content more so, and then once I start to get that kind of hammered down pretty good, then I'll go back and look in more of can I what can I help what can I do to increase the video quality for the next time. So you have to be willing and able to critique yourself. It's easy to critique other people, but sometimes we think, we're doing so good that we don't need to be critiqued ourselves. But there's things you can do um, to help yourself, like to critique yourself, to find ways that you can improve. There's always ways that you can do that. So the other thing is the amount of practice that you do. So getting these videos out quickly, for a video a day is not something I want to do long term, I don't think. But to do a video a day right now gets it, for one, it builds the habit, but for two, it builds the skill, and it kind of gets a lot of content out there right away so that I can get something to stick. Um, and see what's picking up, what's doing good, what's not doing good, what do people want to hear, what do people not want to see, and that will help me as a creator to develop more things that help people. Um, the first 30 days is really a dry run, and it's going to be experimental, and this is stuff that's probably going to get removed later on once I get some better content on there. But I'm trying to learn what's working for me and figuring that out. And I think that's the main point of this is just getting this stuff to see what's going to stick, what's going to do the practice, the brute force, basically, brute forcing the practice out, getting the practice done so that I can improve. You know, if you want to ride a bike better, you gotta get out there and ride the bike. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just every day, doing these challenges. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the diet, like getting if and this is a kind of a off point thing, but if you can eat better or get into a routine where you're doing, you're drinking more water, you're eating better, you're not eating junk, not a lot of sugar and all that. And it's probably not, something that's talked a lot in this type of niche, I guess. But I'm not really niched anyways, so what does it matter? But I think, getting your diet right will help you to feel better. I know that when I don't eat right or I drink soda or whatever, then my mind starts to get a little foggy and I don't um, operate as well. So that was another thing I wanted to talk about today. Um, I do have one more thing that I want to talk about, and that's just believing in yourself is a huge thing. Um, doing it, doing this challenge, I had to believe that it was something that I could do before I even took action on it. So I think that's a main thing. If you believe that you can do it enough, I think you'll take a small action and start to make the steps to just start. If you just want to start with a short video, if you have enough belief in yourself to do that, take that action and do it. Uh, do do something that'll set you up to take the next step. So start small, baby steps. Just do something. Take that belief that you have and turn that into some kind of action. Do something, and that'll really help you because uh, the if you don't do something later on, you may regret it. And I that's where I'm at right now. I wish I had done something sooner. I wish I had done something years ago, and even months ago when I thought about doing stuff. Even if it was months ago, I would have been months ahead of where I am right now. So you just think about that. Start something now, and then months from now you can say, wow, I'm glad I started that even 2 or 3 months ago. I'm glad I started that journey then, because now I know this amount of information that'll get me to the next level that I want to be at, because you're not going to get to that upper level without having started, at this level. So you got to start somewhere, and then you can get to that level and get up to where you eventually want to be. So whether you're starting a YouTube channel or you're a few videos in, just remember it's consistency that's going to help you. It's discipline that's going to help you. It's your belief in yourself that's going to help you. Those are going to be your best friends on this journey. And if you can stick to that process and be critical of your work and believe in your ability to improve, you can see growth. And even though I don't have followers right now, I don't have people, watching me right now, I see the progress in myself and the ability to continue on and do these steps to get to that next level. So I hope this has been helpful for you. It's been helpful for me at least. So, and it's fun to do. So hopefully we'll get more and get to that next level, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.